Hello, my name is Daniel Bordnave, and I'm the founder of Bisep. Here we have my poster submitted for the Synapse competition, and I'm going to take you through each of the four sectors on my poster, starting with the problem. So I was working as a kinesiologist across many different long-term care homes, retirement homes, and hospitals, and I found a manner which we did ambulation and mobility training relatively unsafe and inefficient. I found four problems with this standard in which you do ambulation today. The first one, it takes a staff of 2 to 3 healthcare practitioners to complete this ambulation training, one therapist to walk with the patient, another to follow behind with a wheelchair. And this is a $6.2 billion industry just in North America. Oftentimes, in my situation, we didn't have a second therapist there. So patients were either left not walking, or I had to try to do work myself of walking with the patient and pushing a wheelchair. This in hospitals and long-term care retirement homes leads to workplace injury. In fact, 45% of workplace injuries in hospitals are a result of injuries through patient transfer. Since a lot of these patients aren't walking, they develop a fear of falling. In long-term care homes, 36% of patients have a fear of falling just because they don't walk frequently. And if they do to try, oftentimes these patients will use their assistive devices and have a fall. If a patient does have a fall with an assistive device in a hospital, the average cost for that patient is $42,000. In order to combat all these aforementioned issues, I invented the A.R.M.M, the Ambulation Retraining Mobility Mechanism. This device attaches any wheelchair to any walker and allows the patient to walk with the walker while the wheelchair trails behind them. This eliminates the need for having a second therapist push the wheelchair from behind and increases the independence and confidence of the patient walking. It is adjustable for height, it is adjustable for length, and has technology to allow it to swivel for turning radius, and it has magnetic connection on the walker for easy connecting for senior patients. We thought this was a good theory, but we put it to test. We did clinical trials and we tested over 60 patients on the walking physical components and cognitive components of using our device compared to the traditional method. Patients increased their walking speed by 24% and increased their distance by 15%. Well, this puzzled us because they were using a more robust system and using a heavier system. So why were they walking faster and further? When we took a look at their cognitive measure, we found that their fear of falling decreased by 24% and their walking confidence increased by 48%. So by having this device, patients were walking faster and further only because they were feeling more confident, having less fear of falling. By using this device, we eliminate the need of a second therapist, which can save us $1.5 billion annually in North America. And when I asked over 100 therapists whether they would use this device or recommend it to another practitioner, 90% said that they would. In regards to our market opportunity, we know that there's 120,000 healthcare facilities in North America consisting of hospitals, long-term care homes, retirement homes, and physiotherapy clinics. We know that there's 2.7 million patients, seniors living in these North American institutions. And we know that the wheelchair and walker market is $597 million annually. We want to target 25% of the operating healthcare institutions selling 10 devices each, what gives us our market share of $165 billion. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation, and I would love to speak with anybody who's interested after the presentations. Thank you.